Alright, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Kid Twist. Welcome to the House of Entertainment. This is my post-fight thoughts on the loser of the fight tonight of on the Showtime card. Um, Psycho Bika and Anthony Durrell. Right, yeah, Anthony Durrell. It was a draw, so really there was no loser there. Um, I don't know if they want a rematch or if I don't think. I think Psycho Bika said he didn't want it to rematch, so I'm sure they're off to better and greater things. Um, Now Austin Trout versus Islandi Lara, great fight, man. Can't take nothing away from Austin Trout, man. Um, Great guy, man. I mean, you can't help but feel bad for a guy like that because even after the fight, he that's what I like about him, man. Like he's humble, you know what I'm saying? Even after the fight, he went up there and shook his hand and you know they got cool and they talked and you know um everything was good, you know what I'm saying? He gave a lot of doubt, you know what I mean? And he whatchamacallit, he thing about Austin Trout, man, he's not the thing I like about him, this is his second loss and he's not one of those boxers out there that like to blame this. Well, I got a shoulder, my leg hurt. I don't know. I didn't get hit before the fight. Like he does not make excuses. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. That's what I like about him. He's a real man. He's a true man. You know what I mean? He loves to fight. He went. He shook hands with Lara. He congratulated him. No hard feelings. Let's keep it moving. I most definitely want to see Austin Trout again. Definitely. And listen, Austin Trout was there with a master technician, okay? A guy who had, you guys heard it in the commentators, a guy who had over 300, 400 fights in amateur, okay? This guy's been there with everybody. This guy will give anybody trouble. So with that being said, Austin Trout was not there with some, like some guy off the street, some bum or some shit. He wasn't there with no taxi driver. You know what I mean? It's not like Mike Tyson against okay, I forgot his name, but the guy he lost to in 1990. If you know boxing, then you know who I'm talking about. It's not that type of fight. You know what I mean? He was in there with a great boxer. You know what I'm saying? So no hard feelings. I definitely want to see Trout maybe against, I don't know, some bounce back. You know what I mean? There's so many. Trout will beat the shit out of Carlos Molina, I believe. Yeah. Molina, yeah. Trout will beat Molina. I wouldn't mind seeing Trout with Molina. I wouldn't mind seeing Trout with several guys, a lot of guys in there in that division, in the 154 division that I know for a fact, well, not for a fact, but I'm sure Trout will beat him. Okay? Trout will give anybody a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Because even the Canelo fight, it was a decisive fight. It was a tight fight. Anyways, my heart goes out to him. I hope to see him soon, most definitely. And we got the Alexander fight. I did not see Alexander losing this fight. Great fight. Again, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Alexander again. And this is just his second loss. It's not like it's his 8th or 9th or 10th. It's not like some shit like that. This is just his second loss, so I definitely wouldn't mind seeing him with some guy that lost, and come back up. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they could throw him in there with Zab Judah. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know about that. But because Zab Judah, you could throw him in there with a fucking roach. He just doesn't have the heart. But anyways, I'll get to him later. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Alexander again, with another, I'd probably just, a little decent fight or a nice little challenge and then put him back out there, man. I mean, Alexander's a good boxer in my opinion, it just wasn't his night. It just wasn't his night. But it's his second loss. It's really not that big of a deal. Now on to Mr. Sav Judah, the motherfucker who talks big game. I mean, not that he was talking shit in this fight, but he was talking about it's for the pride of Brooklyn and all this shit. I mean, if I'm a boxer and I'm fighting Yuriorcas Gamboa to show the world who's the better Cuban fighter, man, I'm gonna give it my all. Especially if Yuriorcas Gamboa didn't have no punching power. But Saab really, man, he was just there for a paycheck. You know what I mean? I mean, he already has his own businesses. He's making money. He really doesn't need boxing. He was just there for a paycheck. I mean, that's really all I can say, because he didn't seem like he wanted to be there. He wasn't putting in effort, and he wasn't doing shit. And that's the problem with Zap. Athletically, he's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He's a bad motherfucker. He got it. The skills are there. But the mind and the heart, that shit is nowhere to be found. That shit, you need to go to fucking planet 3.8 or something. I don't know. You need to go to another fucking... You need to go find that shit. I don't know where the fuck you gotta go. To the bottom of the ocean. But the heart and mind is not there. The only reason why he fought the fight that we seen with Danny Garcia is because Angel Garcia got him riled up. But that's it. That's it. Because if you don't get him riled up, this is what you will get out of him. A mediocre ass fight. He wasn't trying. His dad was telling him, yo, pick it up. I figure after the 6th round, okay, he's got to pick it up. But fuck it, he wasn't doing none of that shit. And Pauli was just pop, 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 pop. And then at the end of the fight, like at the last bell, he wanted to get all fucking aggressive. Nah, motherfucker, you had 12 rounds to do that. Out of the 12 rounds, I gave him like 3 to be kind. But I feel like, you know what, man, you making money. You 36. You really ain't got to make no other fucking legacy. I mean, this really was it for you. You know what I mean? Like I say, you owning your own business. You 36. You did your thing in boxing. You made your history. That's it. Hang it up. Leave it alone and, ride on to the sunshine. If anything, fight a little easy, little squeezy ass fight to leave out with a good, leave out in a good way, in a good manner. And, give it away, man. Just ride on to the sunshine, because you really don't give a fuck about this. This is just not for you anymore. Anyways, man, this is my thoughts on the loser on this past fights for Showtime. This fights we just seen tonight for Showtime. This is your boy Kid Twist. This is House of Entertainment. I'm out. Damn, 8 minutes.